Hey guys, Wallace Man here. Wanted to make a quick update video because I've got some stuff going on in my life that's going to be changing. Some good, some inconvenient, but life's a mixed bag. And speaking of mixed bags, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Battlefront collection. I'm going to talk a little bit about Minecraft with KeatsCraft and maybe the return of Crayon Box as a server. And I'm going to talk about some stuff going on in my life. I'm going to start with the big reason why stuff's changing, why I'm bothering to make a vlog video. I'm going to be moving soon. Tentatively, early June, hopefully. And when I move, I'm going to have a very big change in that I will have proper internet connection. The house I'm in was built pretty much at the wrong time, so it doesn't have modern internet hookups that I would need for fiber or anything. So my best option while I've been in this place has been the T-Mobile 5G home internet, which has actually been pretty solid all around. But it has its weaknesses, unfortunately. Online gaming and streaming are one of them because the nature of cellular networks. Sometimes you have mild signal dips, which don't matter on a phone call or on a web browser, but they do matter in a game. So once that's fixed, I will have dedicated internet, which opens up an interesting possibility that I'll get into at the end of this Minecraft segment. For anybody who was watching my KeatsCraft stuff, obviously that hasn't popped back up, and it's not going to, even though episode 10 is 90% recorded and about 50% edited. I'm just not going to be able to get it done and put that up or anything else with KeatsCraft. If you know me from KeatsCraft, you probably are in the Discord and you already know the situation, but TLDR, when Keating went on hiatus, there was a announcement made that the season would soon be ending and then it would come back with a new season. Now, the details weren't provided at the time because it wasn't exactly sure when the new season was going to pop off. The problem was, it stayed not launching a new season. And community interest kind of really took a nosedive. There's still people playing. Hello, Tony Duo, and all y'all on there. But, it's not a hustle and bustle and server like it was, unfortunately. And I'm sure it'll come back once the new season is able to get started, but unfortunately they're locked up waiting for some plugins to update. And yeah, the announcement of the season ending was probably a little premature. That said, if I'm moved into my new place and KeatsCraft hasn't launched its new season or hasn't popped back off, fingers crossed it does, I have a backup plan. I'll get into it more in a little bit, but I'm going to have a spare PC running a modern, fairly modern Ryzen chipset with 16 gigs of RAM that I can easily upgrade to 32 if I want. Once I have dedicated proper internet, I might try and revive Crayon Box now that I wouldn't have to, kind of be limited by hosting it on a third-party service. I would probably bring it back with some big plugins. I'd probably buy a good copy of MMO from those guys. It would probably be a pretty ballin' server if I fire that up. Hopefully people would want to play if that's the case. But yeah. So much in any event, KeatsCraft content and unfortunately all content will be on hiatus until I'm in my new place. More on why in a sec. First, Battlefront. So, Battlefront Classic Collection hasn't been living up to the best of hopes. Dang it. Even though I bought my racks and I've been doing the running gag of having the memorable quotes on my whiteboard for every video. You can't stop the surging tide of Aspire's dropped balls. So, yeah. For anyone looking for a news update, essentially, patch 1, update 1, whatever you want to call it, came out for PC. Very solid update. The game, the stability of the game itself is really, really solid now. I have seen some people talk about running into an issue or two. I haven't run into any issues with the stability of the game itself since update 1. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten update 2 yet, and I think the reason why is because update 1 still hasn't been approved by Nintendo or Sony or Microsoft for consoles. So they might not want to push out update 2 if they can't get update 1 all the way out the door. That really shouldn't matter if you're not going to do crossplay, but what do I know? Also, there's region lock, unfortunately, which it's a mess, and it fragments what was already kind of a small player base and is now like a sub 1,000 player base any given day. That's frustrating. I really hope that update 2 could literally just be turning off region lock, and people will be pretty happy. But I mean, if you're looking for an unmodded single player experience, Classic Collection is now solid. If you're looking to do split screen through Steam's share play together, I think it's called, solid for that. But the netcode for multiplayer still needs a bit of work. It's a playable experience now. There's still issues, but it's playable. It's not like it's a competitive shooter. I don't need perfect latency or perfect hit detection. I'm going on there after a shift at work and I'm shooting some droids. It's good enough for that. And I can alt-tab without it completely seizing up my computer for a few minutes and throwing one of my monitors into 144p. So I'm still going to be playing that instead of the original port. Oh well. Speaking of games I can play, getting into why there's going to be a content hiatus, and this includes my streaming. Part of the prep for my move is the spare computer I have that I was talking about for potentially running Crayon Box. That's going to be my main computer for a while. A Wallace Bot 105 over here. It's going to be going in a storage unit for a little bit. Along with some of my monitors as I kind of trim down what I'm keeping here and prep for the move. So that spare computer is going to be my daily computer. And it's got an integrated GPU, so like high intensity games is not really an option. Video editing isn't really something I'm going to be able to do a lot. So no content. I'm hoping to be back, in my place and be up and running. KeatsCraft is probably going to come back before I'm settled in, so I'll only be able to play. I won't be able to really make any content, but it is what it is. I'll pick back up from wherever I'm at on the new season with KeatsCraft. But yeah, so you probably won't hear from me for a while. This is the last time you'll see this bland-ass setup. Whenever I get it set back up, I'll probably still have Spider-Man and the calendar and Rex and the other Spider-Man and the touch grass block. The all-important grass touching will remain intact. Kaiba will still be here, but it'll be in a different spot. Better internet. Who knows? I might throw some cash at a better webcam. Probably not. Probably won't waste money on that. But that's going to be it for now. So until next time, guys, take it easy. This is Wallace, and I can't wait to see you again. I'm out.